Hi students, welcome to BA 130 Introduction to Spanish Bilingual Interpreting Spring 2024 semester. As you can see, Frida accompanies me in some of the videos. It's very difficult to Photoshop, so she'll be photobombing some of the sessions. So anyways, welcome to Spring 2024. I see many familiar faces. I see some of your returning students. I see some of you are taking both classes concurrently, this one in BA 131 Business Interpreting. Some of you are in the certificate program that we have, and some of you are in the associate program that San Ana College just started 2 years ago. So whatever the reason you're taking this class, maybe it's just an elective for you, welcome. I'm looking forward to having a great educational journey this 16 weeks. This is a 16-week course. Both my classes are maxed to capacity at 40 students, so I've been asked to not take any more students that are waitlisted because our business division opened additional sessions to make it easier for those of you. We do not want you to have to wait another semester, so we open sessions for students that are waitlisted for most of the classes in the Interpreting Spanish program because we are growing in popularity. So these classes are also available through the virtual community campus. And so you're going to see in some of the introductions and when you interact with your classmates, sometimes we have students that are from other parts of California. So welcome if that's the case. Something very important again, I highly encourage you. I want you in my class, do not take me wrong, but I highly encourage you to take a deep look at your class schedule, what you're taking right now, how heavy is your load, because I have students that have enrolled in 4 classes for the certificate program. They're enrolled in medical terminology, legal terminology, and then BA 130, BA 131, and then sometimes BA 149. And it's very difficult. It could get very daunting because there's a lot of material. Some of it overlaps, some of it doesn't. So I want you to take a close look at every situation is different, and then think about maybe the possibility of you enrolling in the 8-week course with Professor Cesar Vargas. He has over 20 years of experience. He works at Santa Ana Unified School District, has been doing the interpreting for our Santa Ana City Council for years, and also at many events here in Santa Ana. He's very well known. So I highly encourage you to enroll in his 8-week classes that start April for BA 130 or BA 131. Only if you think you are savvy enough and have experience in having taking 8-week classes before, because they're very condensed, it's very fast paced. So if you're taking right now this BA 130 class and BA 131, maybe this is something that you want to consider taking, one for 16 weeks and the other one for 8 weeks. So take a close look, a genuine close look at your schedule, and because this is what's best for you. So you only know what is best for you. But I highly encourage that because that's the reason we're doing this. We open many other sessions because we want you to be successful. We want you to not be overwhelmed with the amount of classes and assignments that you have. So be realistic when you look at the big picture of what you can handle and what cannot. So that's just an option. I'm very happy that you're in my class, but we are giving you the option, if you think you have an overload, to perhaps consider enrolling in BA 130 or BA 131 in the 8-week session that starts with Professor Vargas in April, also for the spring 2024, April 15th. I also have the technology for interpreters, my first time teaching this class, so bear with me. I see that a lot of you already enroll in that class that starts on April 15 as well, 8-week classes. So I'm really excited about this journey. I encourage you to look at my portfolio again. There might be some affinity there, some things that you have worked or have an interest. I've done translations for the past 20 years for many clients. So I want you to look at my portfolio and see, oh, maybe there's something there, commonality, that if you have any questions, by all means, reach out. My background, I was born in Tijuana, Mexico, and I immigrated to the United States at a very early age. My parents are from Distrito Federal, yes, Chilango. My dad used to be a Chilango, and then my mom is from Veracruz, Jalapa, Veracruz. So my schooling, I did in Mexico, only a few years of elementary, so that's where my strong foundation in Spanish comes from. But then as an adult, after graduating from San Diego State, I went on and worked for a Spanish language publication, and then I became an editor of a Spanish language publication. So Spanish is my strong language, as well as English. But I have to deal and write in Spanish for many, many years and interpret in Spanish, because even though I work for La Opinión, many of you are young and are not familiar with the print papers, but it used to be a very uh, the number one source of news for Latinos in California. So I used to interview in English and then had to interpret in Spanish to be able to write for that publication. So I'm really excited. There's a lot of topics. Please watch the syllabus review where I go over the topics and also some of the modules. In this welcome video, I just wanted to say I'm here. Please, I'm interested in your success. I want to see you succeed. So reach out if you have any questions. Make sure that you do not advance to the next module. If there's still a point of confusion, you need some clarification, reach out. I will be having some office hours. I will let you know way in advance when I have those office hours to answer any questions. I do have office hours closer to the final exam, so that we review a whole week. But in case there's still some questions about the final exam, and I also have a very interesting proposition for those of you that are interested in pursuing becoming a legal interpreter. So I received a teaching grant in 2023 to incorporate digital tools in artificial intelligence in both BA 130 and both BA 131, specifically to assist students prepare for the legal written examination by the Judicial Council that is required before you do your oral exams to become a certified court interpreter. So I will make those modules available in that content. There's a whole video on it, but I highly encourage, if you are planning on becoming a legal interpreter for the courts, to browse that module. I have permission from the students that participated last semester to share that content that they share to make it easier. My goal is to eventually have a lab where students can go and practice in that lab. But in the meantime, I'm starting small. And then you have more support in your legal terminology class with Professor Najeli, who is the lead for our program. So I invite you to, early on in the semester, if you are planning on becoming a legal interpreter, to look at the videos that we have there in the content to help you prepare for that examination early on. Do not wait until I cover the legal modules, the legal interpreting for the 16-week course, because that's later towards the end of the semester. Having said that, welcome again. I'm really excited that you're in this class, and please reach out if you have any questions. In answering a couple of emails, whether what does my fluency level need to be, I address that in the syllabus review video. So please watch the syllabus review video. You do need to be fluent in both languages. You're going to be expected to interpret and to also do written translations, mostly from English to Spanish, but there's some that you need to do from Spanish to English. So I look forward to meeting all of you virtually and reading your amazing introductions. Thank you again for taking this class.